everyone, this is Borotan Z. This time, I'm going to show you how to apply motion capture movements to a character that has been rigged with Rigify. Motion capture might sound very difficult, but when you actually try it, it's surprisingly easy, and it instantly boosts realism and dramatically improves quality. Knowing this technique versus not knowing it makes a significant difference for a creator. If you can master this, you'll be joining the ranks of top-tier creators. On this channel, I plan to share tips and information for making 3D CG enjoyable, aimed at people who are thinking of starting 3D CG or those who want to work in 3D CG. Now, let's get started. Motion capture records human movement and is utilized in computer animation, films, games, as well as sports and medical robotics. However, high-quality, high-precision motion capture is a very high hurdle because it involves high costs. But currently, there are services that provide high-quality motion capture data for free. By using these, you can quickly and easily create high-quality animations. When you want a specific type of animation, searching through motion capture services often allows you to find usable motions. Combining or modifying these can help save time and cost. Furthermore, there are services that can perform AI motion capture from videos for free. So, mastering the use of such services leads to improvement as a creator. A representative service is Mixamo. Mixamo can be used for free just by creating an account, and the animations are royalty-free, meaning they can be used for personal, commercial, or non-profit projects. I will now demonstrate how to flow this Mixamo animation data onto the character we created. After signing up and entering the site, you will see various animations. Select the one you like. When you select an animation you like, you can see the actual animation in the viewer on the right side. Press the Download button. For the format, download it as FBX binary, 30 frames, with skin and keyframe reduction set to none. Drag and drop the downloaded FBX file into Blender. In the armature settings, check Automatic Bone Orientation and import the FBX. Next, we will perform retargeting to transfer this animation to the rig. It is possible to flow the animation into the rig by constraining each rig to the character. But doing this every time is difficult. Since there is an add-on that makes this easy, we will use it. If you look for add-ons on Blender Market or elsewhere, there are many. But we will use the Rokoko add-on, which is free just by signing up. Go to Rokoko.com and sign in. Rokoko is a platform that provides tools and hardware for easily performing motion capture. It is especially designed for indie creators and small studios, characterized by being high quality and comparatively affordable. Since you can also use their AI motion capture tool called RokokoVision for free, it's worth registering. Now, let's go to the Blender integration page at the bottom of the site and download the plugin for Blender. Returning to Blender, go to Edit, Preferences, Add-ons, then press Install from Disk on the right side of Add-on Settings. Select the zip file and install it. It takes a little time, but activate Rokoko Studio Live for Blender. The Rokoko tools will appear in the sidebar. Initially, sign-in is required, so sign in. Open Retargeting within the tools. Select the source and target in the armature selection. Then press Build Bone List, and a list of connecting bones and rigs will appear. Register the names of the bones for the Mixamo character and the names of the Rigify rigs for retargeting. Switch the Mixamo armature to Edit mode, select the bones, and confirm the names displayed in the upper left. Then confirm the names of the Rigify FK rigs and input them into the list. Once all settings are done, press Save at the bottom to record them. You can also export and import the settings. Since the animation will be flowed in using FK, set IK to FK. Also, change the rig rotation mode from Quaternion to XYZ Euler. Select all the rigs. In pose mode, press Convert Rotation Mode and set it to XYZ Euler. Once configured, pressing the Retarget Animation button will flow the animation. However, since the rest poses are different, the bending of the arms will look strange. Let's change the rest pose. When retargeting, it is necessary to match the rest poses of the characters. The Rigify rest pose is the A stance, and the Mixamo pose is the T pose. By setting the Use Pose option to Current, you can use the current pose as the retargeting basis. We will change Mixamo's T stance to an A stance. In pose mode, rotate the arms to achieve the A stance. Set Use Pose to Current. Now, when you press the Retarget Animation button, the Mixamo animation will be flowed in correctly. If you want to modify the flowed animation, you can edit it while remaining in FK, but you can also convert it to IK. Select the Rigify Foot IK rig. Press the IK to FK action button. The animation will be converted to the IK rig. Since keys are entered for the values converted from IK, clear the keys and keep it as IK. Now you can correct the foot placement by editing the F-curves. If the overall animation is jerky and contains noise, you can apply filters or smoothing to the F-curves. Select all the rigs. In the F-curve editor, select all the F-curves. First, apply the keyframe Euler filter. This corrects F-curves where gimbal lock is occurring. After that, apply smoothing using Butterworth. Butterworth smooths out noise without changing the magnitude of the movement. If the noise still remains, applying Gaussian Smooth will smooth out the movement itself. Adjust the smooth values to your preference. Since the feet are sliding, we will correct the foot placement. If you look at the F-curve of the IK rig's transform for the foot, you can see it moving slightly. Select the keys between the frames where you want to fix the foot to the ground. Press Cursor to Selection in the sidebar. Since the cursor aligns to the middle of the selection, set the pivot to 2D cursor. Turn on Proportional F-curve Edit. Then flatten the keys along the Y-axis. Adjust the proportion value. Doing the same for other axes corrects the foot placement. The animation applied to the character through retargeting can be easily combined using the Nonlinear Animation, or NLA editor. The animation created by retargeting is turned into an action. These actions are then arranged as action strips in the NLA editor and combined. Create 3 retargeted animations. Create a new action and create the animation through retargeting. Split the screen, open the NLA editor, and open the dope sheet above it, setting it to the action editor. Select the action and press Push Down. Also, pressing Push Down in the NLA editor will place it in the editor. Once the 3 are placed, select the action strip. Change the extrapolation in the sidebar from hold to nothing. Then shift and arrange the action strips. Place them in a position where they blend well, either by entering a blend value or checking Auto Blend. Set the blending mode to Combine. Adjust the start and end frame positions of the actions so that the animations connect smoothly. For the final strip, setting the extrapolation to hold forward allows the last frame to be sustained. This makes it easy to create animation by combining your desired movements. You can perform AI motion capture for free using RokokoVision by Rokoko. If you log in to RokokoVision and upload a video, you can download the analyzed data as an FBX file. Just like Mixamo, by importing it into Blender and retargeting it, you can apply movements you filmed yourself to your character. How was that? We were able to easily apply motion capture animation to the character. Now you can move the character you created freely, right? All that remains is to create works in the infinite world of creativity. I believe anything is possible depending on your ideas. Now, off to the infinite world of creativity. Ah, what? What are you doing?
Hello there, I'm Z-Man. From now on, Z-Man will be running this channel, taking over from Borotan. 3D CG should be flashy. Ah, Borotan!
Phew, that was close. Now, let's pull ourselves together. Let's leap into the infinite world of creativity.